Welcome back to Wernolau Farm. Okay, we're picking up where we left off, and we've got a plan to get this out of here. It's going to be a bit faffy, but we can do it. This is where I wish I had the 6R, because we just wouldn't be this large in here. So I'm going to pop this down here. If you didn't watch, we was having trouble getting the hay out of here. We wouldn't usually be doing this, but the hay's been in here for most of the series. So this needs to go over to the horses. We've got a few bits to get done. I need to be the other side of that. A few bits to get done, then we're going to move to November and sell our eggs. We haven't got any canola, so that's a shame. Well, we have canola, but it's in the oil mill. So we'll have to wait until, well, we won't be around then, but we'll have to wait until it's processed it. Oh, I need to get rid of this silage out of here. How much we got there? About 500 litres? Yeah. So we'll just go and sell this for the sake of taking it all the way to the gas plant. We don't need to keep it for the cows because we use wrapped bales for them. Okay, so a little bit of something in there, and then back up and see if we can get this hay out of that grain shed. The harvester's still in the field, but it's all closed up, and that'll be fine for now. Okay, so we've got to get in here. And then we'll probably have to reverse back in to get the bits out of the corners, I would think. But I think this is going to work now. I was just having a bit of a flap on a faff last episode. I was running out of time and I just wanted to get this out of here. But I thought I wouldn't do it off camera. We bought the machine, let's use it. So now hopefully that should work. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, this can go over the horses, that way we haven't got to use any of the hay bales for them. That can go for the cows, for the TMR. Might be some rather dodgy camera work here, there's not a lot I can do about the shed. I'll zoom in a little bit. Yeah, see, I'm just, we've got sort of a half a collision on the roof there, which is fair enough, there should be a collision. Okay, let's put that back in, try and reverse out here, and then we need to reverse in. Yeah, I thought that might be a bit tight there. Still a bit tight. Bring back the 6R or something smaller. Stripped a little bit of paint there, but it's not the end of the world. Try and spin round. It's a bit of a game. It's a little bit painful to watch, but it'll be worth it if we can get this out of here. Yeah, tractor's far too big for doing this, really. Belongs in a field. Okay, let's get that lowered. That is lowered down. So pipe out. What a genius mod this is. Okay, that's all of it. Pipe in, lift up. Try and get around here. Lovely. Okay, we'll leave the trailer here. No, we won't. We're going to take it to the horses. I was going to take the implement on the front here off, but we might as well just leave it on. That needs to go down to the industrial park. Now we don't need to feed the horses, they're fed, but we'll just get it over here and under a shelter. So just over half a trailer there. So with what they have, I should see them through till spring when we can do a grass cut. But we'll probably need to do a grass cut over here on their field. That's what we purchased it for, or drilled it with grass for. And they've got some oats over here. What implement am I on here? Let's drop that. Okay, so now head back. We need to pick up the sunflowers and take them down to the oil mill, get them processing. Yeah, I can grab the combine anytime, really. It's okay out there. If it rains, it'll save them water to wash it. Sunflowers, sunflowers, where are you? Down in that shed, I think. Slow down. Alright, let's get them down there before it rains and we get them soaking wet transporting them. Yeah, so I think either this episode or next we'll start getting some timber if we can cut it in the chicken area. Start getting some trees into the sawmill. Start building up this bank balance now. I think the only thing I can really think of we need to buy is some sort of transport for when we move, and possibly some liquid fertilizer. Oh, that's another thing we need to pick up, the liquid fertilizer tank from the destination we're heading to, and bring it back here. The grass field needs fertilizing, but we'll do that next well, not next episode, we'll possibly, but we'll do it in the light just to make life a bit easier. Okay, I'll see you down at the oil mill. See you there. Okay, we're just on our approach. Well, this is another thing I wanted to do. Let's just check up and make sure everything's got everything it needs before we move on. Well, it probably needs silage in yeah, it does. It might have mentioned that. It does need silage in the gas plant, so we'll have to do that. Right, there's pallets here, so let's try not to knock into them. That one pallet. Empty those sunflowers out. Yeah, they're going. Nice to have a trailer for each job. So we'll leave this trailer over on the track here for now. Good. And then grab our silage. Well, what I hope is we'll take silage. I didn't actually check, but it takes manure, so here's hoping. We must take that sprayer back with us. Get on that. Move to the front implement. Get that unfolded. Lowered down. Switched on. Okay, and then fold that back up. Raise the front. Try and reverse out of here. Just pull the silage out of the way here. Not you. No, that's the one. Right, we'll just lose this forage pickup. I don't know. I'm never going to remember the name of it. It's such a new tool to me that I've never used before. Well, up until last episode, I think. I will not remember the name of it yet. There we go. That's off. Go and empty this out. Now I think all the animals are fed. I'm pretty sure they are. Nice big trade of silage. Yeah, this is nice to see. The gas plant has finally got everything it needs. There's no excuse apart from me not running trailers. But it just means I can leave everything here now to do its thing. Might just have to pop by and unload it, but apart from that, should be fine. Now I'm thinking this will take all of this. Yeah, it's gonna take all of that. Just checking everything else over here. Oh yes, I did the lazy distribution of the goats. I think it's lazy distribution or the milk distribution. Of the goat's milk I've actually set to storing because the dairy is full up with goat milk, so there's no point in doing that anymore. Right, we'll just leave the trailer there. It's got enough, or we have enough. Pick up the sprayer. Contrary to what I've said before about the dangers of putting that on the front and not being able to see where you're going, that's what we're going to do because it's really quiet. I'm sure we'll be fine because I need to get the grain trailer on the back. The next thing we harvest will probably be the canola or possibly wheat, but either way it's all down at the farm, so that's where that trailer needs to be. So we'll get this back. We'll head into September, possibly spray. Depends if it's raining. I'll leave it until the rain clears up, otherwise I think we'll just be diluting it. I'm not sure how well that would work, but yeah, we'll sell the eggs and then see what else we've got to do. I should probably come out of this view because I'm going to crash. Let's just go and get an IBC of fertilizer. I don't think we have any, rather than coming back up here with it. I need to get that grain header moved. Knock knock, anyone awake? Okay, one of those, yes please. Thank you. Fill that up. I know it won't take all of it. Let's try and get out of here without any catastrophes. He says. And off we go. Okay, I'll see you back at the farm for a nap. Right, here we are. Let's just admire that lovely sky. Look at that. And yeah, let's get a few bits put away here. Have a sleep, and we'll sell some eggs. Is there still room in the spawn point for the eggs? Yeah, it looks a bit chocker, but there's still some room. And of course we've got the ones on the back of the trailer there. So we'll pop the bin here in the shed, keep that out of the rain. That's that. Onto the front. We'll be spraying down this way, so we'll just pop this in here. Okay, we'll get them beacons off now. Just leave the tractor here, hitched up to oh, a bit tight on, oh wow, I've put this in here far too tight. Strap that. Lights off, off we go. Yeah, I'll probably try and pull the trailer or reverse the trailer into the sell point with the eggs. I don't want to sell the chilies and the lettuce. And then the ones in the chicken spawn point, we'll grab the little JCB and providing we're able to sell everything, which probably will do, going past my house, we'll then just pallet fork them into the spawn point, sell point, sorry. Okay, let's check the sales, because we are still waiting for a vehicle. Nope, we're not going to go to Ireland in a harvester. So let's sleep. And would you know, it's raining, but I wonder if it's going to clear. Let's just check. So 11 o'clock, I've got a while, so we get some bits and pieces done. So sell eggs. There we are, eggs. Best price, sell everything, 4297. Yep, 4297. So we'll go and do that. Back down to the Masti. Not that way. I think what we're going to do once we've sold the eggs, I don't really want to fertilise in this rain. We can wait off as soon as the weather improves later. What we're going to do is see if we can start cutting some trees, and if we can, start getting them winched into the sawmill. Yeah, I put that a little bit tight in there. Crikey. Right, do not want to sell the chilies or the lettuce, must make sure we don't do that. Okay, I'm not sure what that came out as, but obviously the money's gone up significantly, which is going to be really helpful. All I'm thinking now is, you know, this is going to be good because the farm's going to finally see some profit, although we're going to spend it on buying another farm. But because we've had to buy so many things, I suppose not had to, but we have. The farm's never really seen a profit for long. So now over the next, I don't know, 10 months, we'll start seeing what this farm can actually produce in almost a year, which will be interesting, because we are saving. What we might have to do is, once we get enough together, maybe half for the new farm and the equipment, we might have to just give the farmer down there a down payment to secure it. He's not had much interest, so that is good. People are showing interest in some of the fields though, so if we want all the fields, we need to start getting him some money to secure that. Right, up to the JCB. I think that's in the pallets and bale storage shed. I would walk up, but it's a bit soggy, to be honest. I don't want to get wet. What if I can help it? Well, I will just park this here though. I'll quickly jump out and around and in. Some beacons on. Nope, I only want one light. Oh, it's the reverse light. That's very bright. Okay, out of here. Might stop parking this in here. It's get a bit chocker for products and things in there. Feed and whatnot. Let's go in here out the rain. Crazy dog. Now, when we leave, I also want to. I keep talking about leaving, which is, I suppose, a bit miserable because we watch Wernolau Farm because we like it, because I'm sure we both all enjoy the map. But that is what's happening there, so it's not a lie about it. But yeah, I want to find the herdsman stick because I'm hoping whatever transport we have, I can take it with me, as I have a very handy piece of equipment, especially if we're starting with any animals. I know the farmer's selling off the cows, but I think we still start with sheep. Right, what am I doing? Eggs. Well, that's a bit brighter. Let's see what we can get here. Forks off at their full width. The full width. Looks like there's plenty of feed in their trough. Come in there. Can I get the other 3 pallets? The price looks good now, so might as well just sell all of them. This bush is not fun. Just guessing, really. Okay, we'll come back for the one near the tree. But the eggs have certainly done better since we've moved those chickens. So many more chickens now, I think. Now I know this can be a little bit of a pain with pallets, so let's try and get it nicely in the middle. Let's bump up here. It's taken them ones there, so let's just try and drop there then. But not those guys. A little bit more here. Oh, there we are. Good. Right, let's grab that last pallet. That's a bit easier. Good-o. Oh, what have I hit there? Oh, that is, we had this over the other side when we had the sheep and goat pastures. So what I've figured out is happening there, which really isn't rocket science. It's quite obvious. I don't know why I didn't figure it before. Whenever you go into cab view, or I suppose first person, would you call that? Obviously there is fences, they're fenceless pastures, so there are fences there. So what happens is when you go in cab, you hit the fence, you hit the wall, but not out the cab. That seems to be what I think that is. Right, that's the eggs. Well, let's pop over to a tree. These are the trees I want to take, or at least some of them. So let's see, because this is a pasture, can we actually even cut these? I don't think we're going to be able to, but it's worth a go. There. Wow, we can. Oh, well, that's good. I haven't got to move the chickens. Watch out, chickens. Timber. Let's cut maybe 3 of these. Not specifically American elm, but whatever we've got. And then we'll go and grab the tractor and a winch. 1 there. Now, they were too heavy last time, weren't they? And I had the telehandler here. Well, the big one. The loader, sorry. So these will be too heavy for that to lift. So let's actually not trim, but just take a little bit off. Got wood chips to sell January, I think. We'll check that. Might be right now. That's that one. Tell you what, we'll just do 1 more. I can always do some off camera. It's not like we're doing a forestry map or something. So let's try and get this little guy. We might be able to just winch that as it is. I don't know if we'll be allowed to use all of them, but we'll try it. Wonderful. Okay, let's take the JCB back up. Where did I leave that? There. Yeah, we'll head back up, grab the Massey Ferguson, grab the winch. Not too worried about the stumps at the moment. That's that in-cab thing again. Whoop. Right, I think we'll just leave this underneath the canopy. Looks like a bit of a good wash as well, so that can happen another time. Lights off, beacons off, engine off, we're off. Nice to get some crops in these fields. I say it every year, but don't like the weeds. I'm a bit miserable. Let's grab some fuel. Do a little service if it will pick us up here. It won't. Okay, not too worried. Okay, go grab the winch. It's in the little shack over there, the lean-to, or is it a lean-to? Not really. Let's grab that. We don't need the stump grinder. I can do that another time. Sure, the chickens won't find stumps offensive. Looks a bit big to be being in here. Oh, it's okay. There we are. I could probably have done a front weight on here, but I don't think we have one on the farm. They're all at the other end, so we'll have to try and persevere with that. Okay, so yeah, the sawmills are on the right. Let's see what we can do here. Grab this trunk. Hopefully it's not too heavy. Yes, brilliant. Oh, come on, sell everything. That could go in. Don't want you in there. Yeah, okay, I'll have to watch out for that. mind the crops. Quite a nice location where I've put the sawmill. Quite happy with that. It's just in the middle, not surrounded by loads of other things. Right, so sawmill, I mean that probably hasn't made much difference, but we'll activate it anyway. So again, we'll go for the planks. Actually, no, do you know what? I'm just going to go for the beams this time because then there'll be less pallets. So I'm going to activate that, storing. Yeah, well, I think that's pretty much going to be the episode. A few bits and pieces happened here. Obviously not a lot of farming because it's November. But yeah, and then when we come back to the next episode, I might have cleared this. Don't like doing everything off camera, but I'm trying to move the series along now. So that means we need money, and that sawmill needs wood. So yeah, we'll just get this one in. Let's just concentrate not to sell this. I don't know if you can sell wood in that, sell everything, but I wouldn't like to risk it. So yeah, we'll leave this here. Thank you all very much for watching. Please tune in next time, and I will see you there. Goodbye.